This story is based on Ravi's life, an experience he went through. Do not leave this story incomplete out of fear, and ensure it stays away from children. Let's dive into Ravi's tale. Ravi was a struggling photographer who dreamed of making a name for himself through his art. One day, while wandering through an old market, he stumbled upon a shop selling antiques. Among the dusty items, his eyes caught sight of an old, weathered camera. There was something about it that pulled him in. "How much for this?" he asked the shopkeeper. "This isn't an ordinary camera," the shopkeeper replied gravely. "Think carefully before buying it. It could cost you more than you realize." Ravi brushed it off as a joke and bought the camera without hesitation. The first photo. At home, Ravi eagerly cleaned the camera and decided to use it. From his balcony, he snapped his first photo. But when he developed the picture, he froze. There was a man standing in the background, someone Ravi hadn't seen when he took the shot. He chalked it up to exhaustion and ignored it. But every photo he took after that showed the same mysterious figure. It was a middle-aged man with hollow, sorrowful eyes, photos, and fear. Over time, Ravi realized that the man wasn't just in the pictures anymore. He began to feel his presence around him. Whenever Ravi was alone, he felt as though someone was watching him. Sometimes he heard faint knocks on the door, and other times he saw shadows shifting in dark corners. One night, as Ravi was reviewing his photos, he noticed something terrifying. The stranger in the pictures was getting closer. What started as a distant figure now appeared right in front of the camera. Searching for the truth, terrified and curious, Ravi decided to learn the truth about the camera. He went back to the old shop and confronted the shopkeeper. "I warned you," the shopkeeper said with a deep sigh. "This camera is cursed. It traps the souls of people who died with unfulfilled desires. But the more you use it, the closer those souls get to entering your life." Ravi's stomach dropped. He thought of throwing the camera away, but the shopkeeper stopped him. "Throwing it away will only make things worse. You must destroy it the right way." The final appearance. That night, Ravi decided never to use the camera again. But the strange events didn't stop. When he looked out of his window, he saw the same stranger standing on the street, staring directly at him. This time, his eyes weren't just empty. They were filled with rage. Suddenly, the lights went out and the room turned icy cold. Ravi felt the stranger's presence inside his room. In desperation, he grabbed the camera and snapped one last picture. The flash lit up the room, followed by a blood-curdling scream, and then silence. The stranger was gone. The end. The next morning, Ravi returned the camera to the shop, hoping to free himself from the curse. The shopkeeper said, "Don't use it again. It's time for it to pass to someone else." Ravi sighed in relief, but deep down, he knew the story wasn't over. The camera still sat in the shop, waiting for its next victim to pull someone new into its haunting world. The lesson, sometimes, curiosity doesn't just lead to discovery, it can consume your very soul.